Alrighty, folks. How are we all doing tonight? Hope we're doing well as we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend as well as our marathon here for Feed the Kids 2003 on RGLtv. In the place to be. What's happening, everyone? It's your boy, Vonnie Vaughn. Tonight we're going to be doing a little Gargoyle's Quest 2, or Redo Arima, as you can see there. If you can read the kana. And if you can, I'm just going to tell you what it is, because that's what it is. Covered in skin. That's preferable. I like it. Okay. Before I get started here, I'd like to remind everyone that we are indeed raising money for Random Acts. Your donations go towards the ever-going fight against childhood hunger, especially poignant on a weekend like this. So any donations that you can still give us would be highly appreciated. We are getting very close to the end of this marathon, but that doesn't mean you have run out of opportunities to donate. Remember, every donation of at least $5 gets you into the running for our raffle prizes. And as a reminder, one of those grand prizes is a bundle that includes a full-on, like, Nintendo Switch. Y'all want one of those, right? So, you could donate $5, help fight childhood hunger, and possibly get a Nintendo Switch. What's the catch? Well, there is none. There is none at all. So, be sure to type the donate command into chat, and you'll get a link for where you can make your donations. And again, all of them are thoroughly appreciated. Alright, well, I tell you what. That's enough yakking. Let's start gaming. I'm going to get started with this run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. If I donate, will you read the donation message? Absolutely I will. No question about that. Alright, here we go. So, we start out here as our protagonist here. His name is Firebrand. He is talking to this king who is telling him that Firebrand needs to prove himself by going to the training grounds to show that he is indeed a worthy warrior. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And really just the training ground is just us bouncing off of stuff. Just grabbing onto walls, doing some floating. Essentially gargoyle parkour here, or Garcore, as I like to call it. And what we just need to do is grab this vial here. Vials are essentially like the currency of this game. We're not going to be buying anything because we don't need to. But what we need to do is heed what this monster is saying, who is saying, hey, while you were training, a bunch of really bad stuff happened, and you might want to go take care of it. And you notice when we exit the house, we go right into the first actual, like, level of the game. That's what we're going to be doing here, is going through this level. It's going to give us an opportunity to show off our Garcore skills, and also to deal with these ghoul enemies, which can appear at random times. That would appear super late, and they cause just an obscene amount of lag. So we want to kill them as quickly as possible. Kill this guy right here, and shoot another one there. Get rid of him. Bait this guy into jumping. There we go. That one. We're going to jump up, bait him out, kill him too. Jump up, bait that guy to move, kill that one. Come down, kill you. Not you, because you spawned late. Whatever. Alright, we're going to do a neat little trick here, where we're going to come and hit 1, 2, 3, jump up here, and land right on the edge of those spikes without taking damage. And that saves us a whole bunch of time where we would normally have to go under all of that mess. So yeah, probably about 15 seconds saved here. Here's first boss. He can give us really bad RNG like that. Please don't shoot at me again. No, go away. There we go. Okay, good. A very, very jumpy boy. But we got through it. All right. So now we go back and we talk to the king, and the king is like, bad news. I am about to die. So, you need to go and figure out what's going on with the darkness in the land. And, yeah, good luck. And, whoa! That is his death rattle. Which is certainly the inspiration for the old Street Fighter 2, the whoa, when they died. This is made by Capcom, after all. Alright, now we're in the overworld. And we're going to get into a rare overworld encounter here. This one can be particularly annoying for the speedrun because we've got to deal with 3 of these ghoul enemies. Now, what's annoying about them is when they spawn, as far as when you get close to them, it's random. So, fortunately, they were pretty cooperative there, and we're done with that. Yay. Speaking of yay, we got a donation. It's a $5 donation from the friendo Eris TGD, who simply says, let's go Vonnie. Well, thank you, Eris. I hope I do indeed go here. I hope I go fast. And I hope we go even further for our donation total as we raise money for Random Acts. So, appreciate you. All right. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to come into this town. We're going to go into this little hut over here over on the right. And we're going to talk to this guy, and he's going to give us a password. Now, what the password does is essentially sets a checkpoint. We're going to be doing an intentional game over, which is going to bring us back to this point, because once we retrieve an item that we need to use in that town we were just in, we can just die right after we get, or I'm sorry, game over right after we get it. And it will save us, like, about 2 minutes of backtracking or so. So, we like that. Alright, so we've got these moving platforms here. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I did not jump high enough. Okay, that's going to make the rest of this kind of interesting. I did not mean to do that. Awesome! Okay, let's pay a little more attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now, these platforms can be kind of squirrely in that, oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Oh my goodness. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. No, this is fine. This is totally fine. I'm going to intentionally take a game over here. And, alright. Very minor setback. Okay, that is really strange, but not so bad. Everything's okay, folks. That only cost us about like a minute or so. It's already stepped aside. Okay. Now, the reason why it was really important for me after dying, especially twice, I probably should have done it after I died the first time, is that we are going to intentionally die twice on the next actual level that we get to. And we do this for some very specific reasons, and I will be happy to explain those reasons when I get there. Okay. Phew. We made it through here. That's good. Alright. Alright. Into the jungle. The jungle sucks. And hopefully it doesn't show you why. Hopefully I get through here nice and clean. Oh, goodness. That's always nerve-wracking. Okay, we made it. Good. Alright. No troll beetle spawn. Alright, things are going good so far. I have a good feeling about this, folks. Gonna take that boost there and jump up, or really just kind of scale up the face of that platform. That's a trick I like to call the jungle gym. Because we're in a jungle and we just climb up stuff. I'm going to let that bullet pass, kill that thing just to get rid of some lag. Now, that technique that I use there, a little kind of the stutter floating, that's a nice little technique that we're going to use in certain places to allow us to get some more horizontal distance in the air. Gonna go ahead and take those boosts off of that because I want to set up a death right here. Right there. Okay. Now, I wanted to die there for two reasons. First of all, it respawns you up here. And second of all, it gives me full health, which is going to allow me to do all the damage boosting that I need to do to get through here. We do that one to get through that section a little more easily. We're going to go ahead and just land right on the very edge of that platform there. Little corner there, just to refill our wing strength. We're going to do it again right here. We're going to go ahead and bait out that shot and land right there, and then just float down here. Now, we're going to get to a couple of gates here. We're going to take 1, 2 damage. And then number 3 is right here. Now we get to fight Death Balloon. Just gonna sit right here in front of him and just wail away. Okay. There we go. One more shot. Says you couldn't donate. Oh, no. I would help you troubleshoot, but I'm kind of speedrunning that now. So, hopefully, you're able to get that sorted out, because we would definitely love to have you donate if you can. Oops. Alright. Bit of a lore dump going on here. This mystic that we're going to talk to here is going to tell us to place a candle that we obtained earlier into this mysterious little swirl in the middle of the room. Oh, that's not... That's me placing the candle, not checking my status. I don't need to do that. Alright. She's telling me all about this stuff. I don't remember exactly what she's saying. Oh, I think she's talking about the legend of a mystical figure referred to as the Red Blaze, who was supposed to be a mighty warrior that would save the monster world in its most desperate time of need. And this just happens to be that time. So I wonder who the Red Blaze could be. If you think you know, go ahead and say so in chat. But now we're going to do the jump. A little stuttering there to give us some extra horizontal distance. We'll take a boost off of that guy so we can get over that platform nice and easy. And onward we go. Touch that platform real quick. Alright, so what I just did there, little menuing, was to equip my new magic that I got, which is called the Buster Shot. Buster Shot is more powerful. You can have 2 on the screen at the same time, but most importantly, it breaks certain blocks, and I will demonstrate that shortly as we get into the Sand Palace here. This is my favorite stage in the game to do. Right there, we're going to bust a couple blocks there, and a couple more there, and we can get through this section, which is a little faster than going down and around. I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy, hopefully not get trolled by fish, and of course I get trolled by fish. I'm going to get hit again. I'm in big trouble, actually. This is not good. Okay, that was horrible. We are going to have to be really careful on this boss fight. It is... No, I get trolled there. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah. Fun stuff. Now, this boss that I'm about to fight isn't terribly dangerous. It can waste a lot of time. I'm going to go ahead and let that bat pass. Normally we damage boost through that. For reasons which should be obvious, we're not going to do that. We're going to get the genie here. I am. Please just die fast. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on this boss. Oh, boy. Okay, good. Keep jumping. No, I don't want that. Yes, jump. Yes, keep jumping. Yes! Okay. That boss is not particularly dangerous. As you can see, it moves pretty slowly. So, So avoiding it isn't difficult. That boss kind of sucks, though, when you're doing PB attempts because there's a decent amount of RNG with fighting it. Now, that death where I just kind of did a cannonball right into lava, that was the intentional one. This is the game over we wanted to do, because now we have an item called the Gremlin Stick, and we are going to use it right here in the face of this king, and it will free him from his paralyzed state, and it's going to allow us to move on, which is great. All right. So in the course of finishing that sand palace, we got a new magic, which I'm going to demonstrate as soon as I get into this little transitional stage here. Because it's incredibly useful. Is it Gex? No, try again. This is tornado magic. Now what tornadoes do is they create these little platforms that you can land on and walk on and whatnot. And you can, in some cases, just basically kind of customize your vertical movement. Alright, that's enough tornadoes for now. We're going to switch to Buster because we have a boss fight coming up here. Now this is going to... We're finally getting to boss fights where we don't have to deal with any RNG. I'm going to try to manip this boss to move in a very particular pattern. The first thing you have to do here is in this third text box, you got to mash B to make sure you say no to the question there. Otherwise he won't transform into his evil form. Alright, let's do this. Perfect! Alrighty. So... what Malgor does there is he will fly towards your current position at the time he starts moving, and then he will close his cloak, during which time he can't be hit, and then he just repeats that over and over again. Alright, what we're doing here is we're talking to this scientist here. This is for marathon safety. He asks us if we have heard about his cool new invention, and you have to tell him no, because if you do, then he'll show you what it is. And what it is it gives you an extra segment of life. If you say yes, he's like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And then that's the end of the conversation. So, remember, just say no, kids. It's close. All right. Here we are in the mountain pass. This is a pretty interesting level. Go. Now we got to do this. Kill him. Do another platform. Come up here. Take that damage boost there to get through that fly and to move a little faster, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and grab the wall. Perfect. All right. All right, I'm going to float over this direction because there's a heart here that we can grab. Can I go under this guy? I can. Okay, good. And the reason why we want as much life as possible is because we are about to fight the boss that is by far the biggest RNG nightmare of this game. It's the Twin Guardians, and I hate them. That's why. Oh my god, you trolls. Oh, please die, please die, please die. Okay. This is potentially bad. Just move. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Phew. All right. Alright, so those jackasses move in, as far as how they move, whether they do that big swoop or the slight little movement, is totally random. And the opening pattern that I got where they did the big swoop and then the little movement when they were right above me is the worst pattern you can get. So, thankfully, now this is why I have the 5 hearts, because body contact with them does 2 damage. So, taking 2 hits from them, and it's curtains. Now, normally in a PB attempt, you take an intentional death as soon as you get into that boss room, for reasons which are obvious. We chose not to do that. All right, we just got to fight this guy real quick. We can manip him too. We're going to hit him here. We're going to hit him here. And then we're just going to wail on his face. And he's going to keep throwing these sickles right over our head, and that's it. And Locust Boy is down. Alright. Another transitional stage, and then we get to my least favorite stage in the game to do. Not this. This is just kind of a move through it little deal. There's plenty of these throughout the game. We'll do a couple more. Stop right there. Did I get the... Ah, shoot. If you're at just the right pixel, you basically float, and then as soon as you get over the platform, you start walking. But that's good. You don't want to be too low. Alright, this is the mirror maze. The mirror maze has plenty of spots here where you can get really tangled up. Fortunately, this first room is not one of them. Neither is the second one. This one, however, can be rather tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here, throw that out, grab the wall, jump up again, land on the platform, and get right over it before it expires. Kill him real quick. We don't want to deal with him. Perfect. Alright, now we want to throw this up here. Oh, it's just float right before you hit those spikes so you can get through there nice and easy. And then get right under those spikes. Alright, we just gotta fall through here. Now this next room here, we call the gate room. I'm gonna try to use some very, very specific damage boosts to get through this very quickly. Good. Ah! Okay, that's fine, actually, because then we can come like this. No, we can't. Okay, actually, no, that's good. Alright, so I didn't do that as quickly as you should, but that's okay. Alright, now, this is where things can get really stupid. That's an intentional death. We're going to try and manipulate this guy to make this fight as easy as possible. Going to take damage right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and... Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Done. Okay. That was the best possible pattern to get from him, where all he did was swoops. And you notice I was counting the shots that I was doing, and then as soon as I got to my count, I dropped down and then went right back up. That's to bait him into swooping downwards as opposed to upwards, where I wouldn't be able to hit him. So what he can do otherwise is turn essentially into a pink version of Firebrand, where that one will either do a swoop or shoot at you, and then it turns back into the ghoul form. The problem with him turning into the pink Firebrand is if you hit that doppelganger version of yourself, it doesn't take damage. Firebrand does, which is really, really, really rude. So the fact that he did not do his... any transformations is very fortunate. Oops, I didn't mean to talk to him again. Alright, what I do want to talk to, though, is this guy right here, because he's going to give us a password, and now this is our checkpoint. All we need to do is this transitional stage here, get to the other side where there's a village, we talk to a couple people there, grab some things, and then we're going to do our next game over. First, we're going to drop down here, and... Oops, no, went too far. We're going to... Oops. Also... didn't mess that up. I'm going to grab that and then drop down, and this is going to give us just enough distance to get across here. Back to the tornado, so we can come up here. Perfect. Alright. I've got a minute to kill, so if y'all want to send in a donation, $5 or more, remember it gets you into that raffle, then I'd love to be able to read what you have to say. So, I've mentioned before that there's a lot of kings that we talk to throughout the game. I need to mention here, this is a queen that we are talking to. It's the only queen that we will speak to in the run, but the queens are important too, so everyone with all the... Shoutouts to all the queens in our lives. Alright. We gotta talk to the king here as well. He's gonna give us some important stuff too. My queen! What's up, Fireball? Okay. that we've gotten all our stuff there, we are going to go ahead and take a couple of intentional deaths here. Like I said, in PB attempts, you normally take one death right there in the room as soon as you get into the fight with the Twin Guardians. And the reason for that is it's real quick to take a death there. Much quicker than taking 2 here. So, but because I wanted to keep that life in my pocket in case the Twin Guardians got out of pocket, we had to do 2 there, that's right. Yo, well, thank you. Yeah, you know, AC/DC, I absolutely agree, and what I think a big reason for that is that this game was released, I think, in like 92, so very, very late in the NES cycle. I am playing the Japanese version. There was a US release for this game, though, but we just do the Japanese version because the text scroll is faster. Also, in the meantime, we got a new magic there. You see it's this black and blue orb that we shoot out. This is called the Claw. The Claw is useful because A, it's very strong, and B, it will stick to these vertical spike walls and give us something to grab onto so that we can climb them. Oh, I just totally whiffed there, but he didn't shoot me, so I got lucky. Okay. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate it right here. Ooh, this is low. I might need to do 2. Yeah, let's see if we can just grab that and not take damage. Pretty nice. Back to the tornadoes, though, because this allows us to, like I said, kind of customize our... Oh, shoot! Our vertical movement. Now we're going to do a couple cool little damage boosting tricks here. I'm going to come down here and we're... Oh, jeez. We're going to take that damage there, and then we're going to jump up and take that damage there. And just jump up the spike wall. And the nice thing is that we don't have to waste time menuing to the claw and then, or anything like that. Oh, do want to mention that during this boss fight, there's a lot of flashing here, so I will point out that photosensitivity warning there. Gonna take a damage boost off this to stay on this platform, which is nice because we can just sit there and just wail on his face. Photosensitivity is done, at least for now. During the final boss fight, we're going to experience pretty much the exact same thing, where it's going to be a lot of really bad flashing. So yeah, and you know, for those that mentioned, oh, this game looks great, the sequel to this game, which is a lot of people are familiar with on the Super Nintendo, which is called Demon's Crest. The graphics in that game are incredible, so yeah, it's just part of the theme. Alright, Hot Jams alert for those of you that have any kind of jams emotes, especially those of you that sub to RGLtv. You got one of those? Go ahead and drop them in chat now because we are in Breaker's Fortress and the music here is pretty cool. What else is cool is some of the movement tricks that we do in here. Gonna do another damage boost trick. Right here. You go boop, and then go right above those darts. Perfect. Do another little boosty trick here to get through that dart. And then we're going to refill our life right here, which is nice. All right, now this next section can be very, very trolly, so let's hope they're not mean to me. Bait that shot, get up here, bait that shot, bait that one, walk across here, perfect. All right, good. They were very nice to me there. All right, this is the coolest damage boost trick in the game. I'm gonna boost there, hit him, boost off that, not die on these spikes because we just use up all of our iframes to get across them. That saves time. We would normally have to go all the way to the other side of the room and then on over. Hello, please just break the blocks. Thank you very much. All right. Gonna drop the photosensitivity warning in here again because there's a lot of flashing during this boss. But this is a cool little manip that we do here, and I'll explain it as I go. So we're gonna come up here. We're just gonna wait. Take this damage, float over these things, and then just shout at his face. There's the 20 hits we needed, and we are done. Alrighty. So that's King Breaker down. So we are going to watch him die, and then we're going to go back and talk to a good king. And this conversation will last for a few seconds, but once it's over, that is time. Ah, we didn't get sub 28. Oh well. That is okay. That's time. Alrighty. So, that, my friends, was Gargoyle's Quest 2 Any Percent for the NES, and I hope you enjoyed it. Because I sure did, except for that little hiccup in the beginning where I just took a whole bunch of unreasonable deaths in what is normally a very easy stage to get through. But that's okay. It happens. It happens. Yo, I see a bunch of GGs in the chat. Thank you all very much, folks. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you were watching here, I'm glad. Go ahead and give me a follow on my channel. Things have been kind of tough lately. I haven't been streaming pretty much at all over the last few months, but I know I'm going to be getting back into it soon. I have been working on this game in the meantime. I feel like I am getting to the point where I can make serious world record attempts at this game. So, if you would like to watch me do that, giving me a follow would greatly help, and I would appreciate it. And I'd love to see you all hanging out in my channel. But I'd really love to see all y'all continuing to hang out for the final 2 runs of Feed the Kids 2023. Coming up next, we have a run of Gradius Rebirth. This is going to be done by Super Viper T302. And then we are going to finish up our marathon with a run of the Chrono Trigger Randomizer. It's called Jets of Time. That's going to be done by Lyra SRL. So, if you are sticking around, I will see you here. If you are feeling like you would like to donate and help us raise money for Random Acts to fight against childhood hunger, that would be awesome too. Be sure to use that that donate link just populated into chat. So be sure to use that and help us raise money. Let's even get to 1,500. I think we can easily do that. We can get to 1,500. So, but remember, those $5 donations get you in that raffle drawing where you could win a Nintendo Switch. A Nintendo Switch package. That's great, right? Of course it is. So, and so is raising money for Random Acts. So let's do that. Okay. I am going to go ahead and duck on out here. But, like I said, we've got more action coming up. We're going to switch restreamers, so stick around. And until I see you folks next, take care, everyone.